I'm actually excited to have this event today. It's a dream come true. A lot of hitches are coming this morning, but by God's grace, we believe we will surmount most of the hitches, and this event will be a success. The representative of the Vice Chancellor of Finnish University, you're welcome, sir. Our distinguished resource persons, we have one of them on the high table now. We're still expecting a few others to come in. Our invited guests, NYC officials and core members, students and participants, other protocols of the ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Royal Dream Builders Initiative, we wish to express our sincere gratitude to God for the privilege to host this workshop. This dream started about 2 years ago. A lot of us have nurtured the vision of seeing how this region, the Middle Belt region, and most in particular Benue State, could be powered by small and medium industries. Now, the role of small and medium industries in any state, in any region, in any country can never be overemphasized. Economies like Japan, China, Malaysia, and what we know as the Southeast Asian countries were hitherto known as third world countries. But in the last 20 years, because of the development of the small and medium industries, these countries have come up to become advanced countries overnight, and they were powered by the small and medium industrial sector. China alone is known to have between 200 to 300 industries, small medium industries, in one state alone. Now, that cannot be translated to this. That same experience is not seen in African countries, and our poverty level is really high. And so, as a team, we came together with a vision. How do we support the establishment, the growth, the promotion of these small and medium industries? And we got the people who believe in the vision. And by God's grace, with the help of the young men that were introduced earlier, by God's grace, this vision would come to pass. Now, when we had a look at the Nigerian situation, we also realized that comparing the Igbos, the Yorubas, and the Hausas, the Igbos are known to be entrepreneurial in nature. And if we look at the economies of these three major nations, you will realize that the Igbos are far, far more comfortable than the other tribes. And it can only be attributed to their support or their involvement in the small and medium industries. They have just held on to power for just 9 months in the history of Nigeria. The Hausas have held on to power for over 30 years. And looking at the development of these, the peoples of these nations, you realize that the Igbos are far more comfortable than even the Hausas that have held on to power for about 30 years. And that is the reason behind that is that they have gotten themselves involved in small and medium industries. And so virtually everybody is independent. I had an experience a few years ago when I was serving in Ondo. A few of us were working in places where we were hoping to be retained after our service. My Igbo friends, most of them were not hoping for that. When you ask them how, if you get a job after you finish the service right there, what would you do? A particular person told me, I decrease, that his mates are importing things from China and Japan. Within 5 years, he knows what he will make. So what's he doing in the civil service? Now, the situation over here, especially in the Middle Belt region, is that we rely so much on jobs. And unfortunately, the jobs are shrinking. We all know about the economic meltdown situation. Banks are retrenching and all that. And so we decided to see how we can come together and enlighten ourselves and empower ourselves to see how we can move our state, our region forward. Now, we didn't decide to go throughout Nigeria. We had to start from our base. And that is the vision behind this workshop and RBI. Now, Royal Dream Builders Initiative just comprises of young men and women who believe in Nigeria. We are drawn from the academia, the banking sector. A few of us are not here today, but we believe that Nigeria can achieve its potentials if we focus on the small and medium industries. We also realize in our little interaction with youth that a lot of youth have dreams, they have visions and all that, but there hasn't been a proactive organization of these ideas. If you ask every young man today, he has something he wants to do, but how much has he sat down to look at drawing out a comprehensive business plan? In the next 5 years, where will I be? With this vision, the next 10 years, where do I intend to find myself? Now, this workshop, we intend to start by changing our reorientation or changing our orientation to see how we can believe in ourselves, partner together. We have a team of consultants, people who have worked with some corporate organizations before. Let's see how we can organize ourselves and believe that tomorrow, each and every one of us here with our ideas, we can be employers of labor. For students, you are leaving school, you are not looking out for job necessarily, it comes fine, but if it doesn't come, you see how you can empower others, and by God's grace, we believe that this vision will come to pass. For this workshop, we have a few people lined up to speak to us on some sub-themes. We have Mr. Jeff Yaji. He's not here yet. He's the director of the director of industries in the state. He'll be speaking on small and medium enterprises, the Benue story. We have Mr. Sam Abba. He's an international consultant and teacher and entrepreneur. He'll be speaking on the main theme, which is empowering the youth to power the small and medium industries in Benue State. We also have Mr. Chris Ngodo. He's a writer, a columnist, and a motivational speaker. He'll be speaking on motivation and creativity. Once more, we appreciate your presence, and we believe that your dreams and our dreams to see this region driven by commerce and these industries will come to pass. Before I conclude, may I once more appreciate the Royal Dream Builders Initiative team. We have Mr. Jeff Yaji Jr. who is here, and others who have been recognized earlier by the MC. Once more, I appreciate your coming and thanks so much.
The representative of the BC of the university will be talking to us later. I consulted with him and he said we'd like to sit back and perhaps enjoy what's going on here before we make a speech and all that. So we'd like to say thank you very much for that consideration. We appreciate you, sir. I'd like to recognize the members of students in free enterprise from the Benue State University and the University of Agriculture. Let's put their hands together for them. Thank you, students in free enterprise. I've seen a number of them, a lot of them have come all the way from the University of Agriculture. That's to tell you the interest and the drive the young people have. I'm not a guest speaker, but I think if the leaders of this country are a little bit interested in encouraging the young people, I'm not sure that they have anything to worry as far as the future of the country is concerned. They'll be sure that they're handing over the affairs of this country to competent people. On that note, members of the high table, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like us to sit back at this point for one of time. We're cutting a lot of things so that we can go straight to the workshop proper. And so the first speaker this morning is the guest all the way from Jos, is a writer, is a motivational speaker and an entrepreneur himself. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Chris Ngodo.